Print Money Show, Print Money Ken. I'm your host, and today I'm gonna bring you something that obviously you can use. We're gonna talk about the game God and what he is and what he do. So, as y'all know, I've been in this space for the last maybe 4 years, adding real value, actually getting things done, helping people how to buy a house. We done got over $1 million in debt erase, credit repair. I done added over $1 million in primary trade lines. But part of the game, God, and the beliefs that I believe in is like you have to put good shit out in the world. You have to put good energy out into the world so you can receive that good energy back. And you got to have integrity and dignity in this space, man, because it's so many. The COVID market made so many people sought out to be business owners. So what they did was that opened the room for more scamming going on or more finessing going on or whatever. So you gotta be ready for these type of things. Once COVID hit, a lot of people lost their job, couldn't feed their family, those type of things. So that opened the door for a lot of people to get into the credit repair space or the funding space or the trade line space or whatever. So a lot of people have messed up the funding game. A lot of people have messed up the credit game. You still have solid people out here that still doing what they saying they can do, fixing your credit or getting funding and ain't rate filling you or taking a lot off of the funding. You still have those type of people out here. That is far and few in between, but you still have them out here. I'm one of them. What I mean is I'm not going to take your money for a service that you don't need and then block you or quit answering or try to make it like you understood what you was buying before you buy it. I'll make sure if you ask me about a trade lines only, I'll tell you, hey, if you buying this trade line, this is what you need, this is what you don't need. I don't think you need this. It's called integrity. That's what it's called. So a lot of people is not operating out of integrity. A lot of people just operating out of, I would say, fear of being broke or fear of losing everything. But if they operate out of integrity, they'll 10x what they're doing. They'll 20x what they're doing because people know, like, and can trust them. With me, like I say, I done had bumps in the road. I done had ups and downs. And then been some people, I can't satisfy everybody, obviously. I'm one person, one man show. I got a team as well, but we just can't satisfy everybody. And I'm not looking to satisfy everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. But I do my best to uphold standards. I do my best to do what you pay me to do. So if it's a trade line, primary trade line, I do my best to make sure you get that primary trade line posted. If it's AU, make sure it get posted. If it's funding that we got to go to a bank or a lender or banking relationship manager or whatever the case is, I make sure that get done. What I'm saying is other people need to have that same type of integrity, which you can't. People tell me all the time, people are not like you, meaning me. People is not like me, so I can't expect people to do what I would do. But what I would do is relay that message to y'all to let y'all know to operate in good faith if you get into this game, because I promise you your customers is gonna come. Like, I didn't get all these customers overnight. Like, people wasn't here 4 years ago when I was starting and I had to go through all these channels to try to figure out this credit repair game or this funding game. When I started, the mentors I was having couldn't tell me how to build out their personal profile to get funded. All they kept saying is funding. Then you paid them $1,000 to do the funding. Then they sent you through Best Egg, Prosper, all these places to get these hard inquiries and didn't get no money. Then they telling you, well, hey, go back and get those inquiries removed or go back and do this. And you like, well, damn, I paid you for funding. So part of funding should be we go around the funding, then, okay, you remove the inquiries that I didn't get approved for, and they go funding again. So that's when I started. Now I'm to the point where I know just enough about everything from where to go to get the money to what to do with the money once you get it. So I don't even need those type of mentors. A lot of these mentorships that I get in, I only take 1% of the information, or only 1% of the information is for me. Don't let that go over your head though. It'll go over people's head because that 1% of information, granted the community might have a bunch of good things in there, but you can't wear every hat. So you got to take what's for you. So I might have got in this community because I like the way he teaches, or I might have got in this community because he had one thing I wanted. So don't be fooled by, the different things. But the game God, what that is I believe in karma. You know what I'm saying? Karma, and when people do bad, or I get scammed, or I lose money, I don't even too much fret on it, or I don't too much complain about it. I might say something to my woman, or I might say something to my friends about it, but after that conversation gonna be dead, because I'm gonna let the game God handle them. Like, I'm gonna let the game God literally handle them. Like, we're not gonna too much sweat about, oh, this person did this wrong, they did that wrong, they did this. We ain't gonna too much sweat on that. We're not gonna too much sweat on it because we already know what they gonna do, how they gonna do it wrong, etc. Like, we already know what they gonna do. We just gonna let the game God handle them. So I just wanna, enlighten y'all or motivate y'all that's out there. When y'all reach out to me, I know you've been scammed. I know somebody with a mask on that sold you a dream about these primary trade lines and took your money. I know somebody that couldn't get on FaceTime call with you, couldn't get on Zoom call with you, only sent you voice messages, then took your money. I know it's been somebody that did all that and still took your money. So you just gotta know that the game God gonna get them, and you gotta keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to a young lady the other day, and she said a man, not raped her, but basically took $20,000 from her, and I was just like, oh wow. And it was one of these YouTube influencers. And the small thing about it, or the cold thing about it, is a guy I know, because we just started kind of communicating. So you know what I did? Because I got integrity. I don't even got no rap for him. And then the moment that he come up with something, or through me, I'm gonna make sure that that woman get her money back, because that's the integrity I have. So it ain't on me to save her, but hey, it's part of doing business, man. If you do business correctly, you won't have to worry about things like that going on. But when you out here on BS, then you definitely got to worry about those type of things going on. So, like I say, you just reach out to y'all, man, about the good game God, and how all y'all that done lost over these times and in due times is gonna come back tenfold. So don't sweat it, and just keep y'all head up, man. Keep pushing it. Things will get greater later, man. It's Print Money King. This the Print Money Show.